Hey, what is going on? Welcome to the Sync Producer Spotlight. For those of you who might be watching this that are not in the Sync Producer Hub and you're like, what in the world is a Sync Producer Spotlight? So, what we do is there's a community called the Sync Producer Hub. It was created by Anthony Clint Jr., somebody who is very successful in the sync music space. If you don't know what sync music is, that just means that you sync your music to picture. So, think of music that's in TV, films, video games, anything like that. That is a sync producer, right? So all of us in the community, we been through the program. We learn from each other, we support each other, and all of those types of things. And every 2 weeks or so, we like to shine a spotlight on a community member, find out a little bit about how they got into music, how they found the hub, what their future plans are, what are some of the successes they've had along the way. What is up, Jason Rebels? What's up, Truman? Welcome, welcome. So today we have a very special treat. Today we're bringing on Bronx Child, who is from the Bronx, but he now lives in Houston. He went through the TV mastery placement course with Clint, so he's had more like one-on-one time and like hands-on help with his sync journey. So we kind of want to know a little bit about like what that's like, and also his background and story and all of that. So without further ado, let me go ahead and bring him on. What's up, Bronx?
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's
Not
good?
much. How's the heat in Houston?
It's not too bad right now.
Not too bad. I
Yeah,
used to.
it's not
I'm
too bad.
from Oklahoma originally, and I remember some of those summer days, especially like in August or like late July. Man, it gets hot.
In August, that's serious. Serious. It'll be 95 and it feels like 250.
Oh, what's up? Clint's in the house. What's up, Clint?
What's up,
All
Clint?
right. Well, cool. I'm glad it's not that bad there. So, let's just start with the basics. Like, how did you? Let us know a little bit about your musical history. How you maybe you grew up in music, or what got you into music in the first place.
Man. How I started, my mom always wanted to play the piano. And when I was around 3 years old, she just put me in lessons. So I was like her little guinea pig. And from there, it grew on to a bunch of different opportunities. So I took a little break for a while and now I'm back at it. So just making
Awesome.
music,
What kind of lessons
piano
specifically?
lessons,
Piano
piano lessons.
lessons.
Yeah,
All right. So you're a keyboard player.
yeah.
All right. What's your DAW of choice? What do you work in?
MPC.
Okay. All right.
And I just started like dibbling and dabbing with Logic. I played with it a little bit over the years, but I want to integrate the MPC to it.
All right. The MPC, what did they just come out with? I've seen a lot of posts in the hub lately. I'm not an MPC user, but
Uh, Key 37, the second generation of that one.
okay.
So
And I think that's what Clint picked up because he said he was going to
yeah,
overproduce.
Clint get all the little toys, man.
So you're an MP. So like way back in the day, there's a community member. His name's Tim Bird, and me and him go way back. Like I remember him
Mhm.
producing on an MPC 3000, and then an MPC 2000 after that. And all I remember is there was just like a tiny little green screen where you had to scroll through and chop your
Yeah,
samples, and
with the
like it was
knob
really
and
yeah, it was really hard to like figure out exactly what was going on because I tried to use it and I was a disaster. So has the MPC come a long way since then?
a long way. But the quality on some of them older hardware is still unmatched.
Yeah.
But me, as far as MPC, I started with the MPC around the pandemic, to be honest. Like I was at work and one of the guys he brought a I think one of the Novation, one of the push MPCs. He brought that up there
Hmm.
and he just started playing with it and I'm like, yo, I like this. So I did some research, got the Akai MPC, and when I first got it, it's like, okay, now what? because there's no music on there. Like, how do I do this? And YouTube University started messing with it, and out of frustration, like the first year, it probably sat there. And over time, so let's say like every 6 months, I might mess with it because I hadn't been making music during this time. And I'll say I got serious with it around maybe 22, 23. And a friend of mine, who I sent you those links, he started filming projects, and he just had this crazy idea. Hey, why don't you make some music with this? And I'm like, okay. I didn't know anything about sync as far as the direction, none of that. And I'm like, hey, let me see what I can come up with. And I would come up with music, send it to him, and then watching it with the actual film, I'm like, yo, this is dope. So then it goes into what you would call cue sheets. Like, we're doing everything on the fly, still with no knowledge of sync. And he comes to me every time. He's like, hey, I got this scene here. I'm like, all right. So I'm watching the scene, like the rough cuts of it, and creating while I'm watching it.
So he's a filmmaker?
Yes.
Okay.
Independent films, Christian films, and TV shows. And hold on one second. So messing with that, it was all new to me. And I'm like, yo, I know there gotta be a easier way. I know I gotta find some information. And I just went down the rabbit hole, and Clint, shout out to Clint, his face kept popping up everywhere. Everywhere. I'm seeing him on YouTube, Instagram. I'm like, yo, let me see what he's talking about. And I reached out and been rocking with the hub ever since.
All right. Most people that score to like independent film, like, I mean, I know like sometimes some of the tracks will be made on an MPC or something like that, but like scoring to picture, like a lot of people would be in Logic or, Pro Tools or something like that. Did you find it, like, I don't work with the MPC that much, so I'm just kind of curious, how do you manage your sessions and what does it kind of look like? You know what I mean?
To me, it's no different than making any other piece of music on the MPC. It's just visually, I'm thinking of what the scene is going to be like.
Okay.
So it starts with a text message or a phone call, like, hey, I got this scene here. And majority of the times, like, it matches up.
All right. Now I just want to watch one of the, everybody, Bronx sent us like some of the picture work. So the music to the scene. Can I show one of those now? Normally I wait a little while before we jump into it, but
Yeah, you can.
all right.
The first two clips, that was like from a few years ago. So
Okay.
pretty much everything I sent is pretty much older stuff.
Okay. So Phantom episode 2, maybe start with that one, or Thieves
Yeah.
in the Night. Phantom. All right.
Either one, it don't matter.
Either one. Okay. Let me find the tab real quick. All right, we're gonna start with Phantom episode 2, and I think I have it queued up to the right. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is at 4 minutes in. So here we go. Let's check it out. Hold on, let me make sure the volume's up. All right.
If we find him guilty, you'll lose everything.
Everything was lost the day he decided to walk this path of unrighteousness. Thanks to you, I now know the truth and how to prepare for what is to come. Here. Take this as well. Once he figures out you're gone, he's gonna send people after you. Henry always finishes anything he starts. Protect yourself.
Was that it, or is there more music?
There's more. It's going
There's
into
more?
one of the songs.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna keep playing.
He wants her back. He wants her alive.
I won't kill her, just slow her down. Make it easier for us.
I told you not to kill her. I meant to shoot her leg. Man, come on, let's go get the body.
All right. Is there? Oh, hold up.
That's it for that scene.
Oh, that's dope. Hold up. You get this. There we go. I got my own little DJ horn. That was awesome. That's
Appreciate it.
and it's good to like have like. Did you jump right into sync, like making music for sync, or did you do things like with artists first, or just make it for fun at first and then jump into that?
Originally, we could backtrack like from the very beginning, but for sync, I just had an idea. Like it was just a random idea. Like I've always wanted music on TV or film, and really just out of curiosity, let's see what's out there,
Okay,
and just shop for it.
cool, awesome. So let's go to, you said you saw Clint's head popping up everywhere, Instagram, YouTube's, as long as it's not outside your window, I guess that's all right. But like when you joined the program, like when you I'm assuming you like started in the school community, right? In the Sync Producer Hub.
Yeah,
When you did that, what was your first steps? Like, did you do the road to 10 placements, or like what did you do when you first joined?
I bought the Road to 10 placements first, and before I got into the hub, and I'm still learning the MPC as I go. So like through frustration and everything, it was staggered. So as I'm creating music, just not for sync at the time, just regular beats, I'm listening. I'm like, okay, I hear the progression. So it's like I'm at the point where I have to do something. So this whole journey between sync and like entertainment stuff, like it's been constantly pushing me out my comfort zone. So it's like it forces you to make a move every time.
Yeah. I'm glad you said that. Like, there's one quote from a movie from the 90s that stuck with me for the rest of my life, talking about getting out of your comfort zone. And it's a stupid throwaway line in a comedy. But there's this part in Tommy Boy. So it's this movie with like Chris Farley,
Tommy Boy.
David Spade. Yeah,
David
yeah,
Spade.
okay. Yeah, and there's a guy that owns they sell brake pads, right? Like a guy that owns a brake pad company. And he said, well, in the brake pad business, you're either growing or you're dying. And
Yeah.
I don't know what it was about that, but like and some reason, like, I internalize that for the rest of my life, and that growing is what gets you out of your comfort zone, right? Like, anytime you're doing something that's a little uncomfortable, a little bit challenging, anything like that, maybe even doing this interview, right? It's a little bit out of the comfort zone, but all of the best things that happen to you are getting out of your comfort zone. So do you agree with that, or do you have any thoughts on that?
1000% agree with that. Every opportunity that been in front of me was something outside of my comfort zone.
Yeah. Cool. So, okay. So you did the road to 10 placements. Have you tried the traditional route? You know, I know you're working with an independent filmmaker. Have you tried the traditional route of pitching to music libraries or doing anything like that?
Yes, but for the past few months, like, I'm dealing with some nagging medical stuff. So I hadn't really been pitching as much as I was a few months ago. So it kind of slowed down, even the creative process right now. So I'm trying to come up with a schedule to get back on track. But I pitch whenever I can.
I hear you. You just got to do what you can, right? Do what you can when you can. Yeah. And listen to your body. Right. I had to learn that lesson
all week.
Yeah. Your body will tell you when you need to take a break. So just do what you can when you can. All right. So let's hop into another one. So I see you have a disco account, which is awesome. I got a Champion's Journey or House Party. Which one of those would you like to play?
You can start off with House Party. That was for a 90s brief for Tunage. Okay. And the time zone thing. That was before I knew about the time zone. So, like, I would create a track with the intention of it's due on this date. So I'm like, okay, I get home, I submit it or whatever. And the time zone threw me off. So I ended up pitching it to, like, random briefs that pop up. But I didn't make that 90s brief due to the missing the time zone thing.
I gotcha. So you missed the deadline?
Yeah.
I gotcha. All right. Well, that happens, man. The good thing about music and the music you make is if you miss a deadline, you still have it, and there'll be another brief that pops up eventually. Probably there'll be a good fit. So, all right, cool. So let's do House Party. Let's go. House Party. All right. With the Sting ending. Hold on, it's not letting me stop. Oh, where I stopped sharing. There we go. All right. Are you old enough to remember the 90s? Let me start there.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I wasn't sure. Man. I definitely am, but I don't want to, insult nobody.
No. That's one of the golden eras.
Yeah. And I know, okay, so you're from the Bronx. You live in Houston now, and then that beat was West Coast sounded. Like it had that West Coast lead line and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What are some of your influences, like producer influences or artists?
And I listen to everything. So, like, grew up, East Coast music. Jay, Big, Nas, but I've always had a love for the West Coast. Like the production of Dre and DJ Quick and all them cats, I was hot, back then. Uh, and then transitioning to down south, like it's a whole nother scene of music. So I try to draw from everything. So days I feel like I beat myself up because I feel like I don't have a set style. So I just try to pick up and make it fit with however way I can.
Any like Ghetto Boys?
Yeah.
Just because you're in Houston, I was just curious.
They got a lot of playing on the East Coast in the 90s.
Yeah, they did. That track reminds me of like going to house parties back so I graduated from high school like in 91, right?
Okay.
And then then I went to college, around like 92, 93. And it just kind of reminded me of those days, like where they had like real DJs with actual wax and trash can punch. And like I made a lot of mistakes at those types of parties.
And the original brief was exactly that.
Perfect.
It was for a dance scene, a house party scene.
That's perfect. All right. Cool. So let us know what's the TV mastery course like, or what was all that program like?
Man, I think it's very, very underrated. Very, very underrated. And for the new class going in, like I don't want you to think or feel like you're in competition with the other people there. Like, yeah, we all put in for briefs, but I was in there with Chelsea and Michael Connor, and I learned so much from them as far as like the creative process. And I'm always asking questions, like not just with Clint, but with them too. And it's underrated. Like, and Clint, he's pretty much always up. Like I don't sleep much, so I'll shoot a message like during the day and I'm working and doing stuff, and he'll send a message at like 2 a.m. And I'm like, yo, I'm up. Okay. So he's at your disposal. Like, it's underrated. Any and everything you need as far as understanding sync, it's in that mastery class.
Awesome. What's maybe a valuable takeaway from there? Like, is there anything you learned that you feel like was really valuable? Okay.
Time management is key, and not to overload yourself. You said, hey, take care of your body. Mm-hmm. And it's easy bouncing around from company to company, pitching. Once you start getting briefs, like it's easy to say, hey, I can do this. And then 5 other briefs pop up. Like you can get overloaded.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just be strategic with it.
There you go. That's good advice. Okay. So be strategic, don't get overloaded, and time management. All right. Let's making sure I remember. We'll steal some of your lessons. All right. What up, Brian Ward? He was our Sync Spotlight last time.
MPC.
What's up, MPC crew? Maybe I got to get one of these MPCs, man. Man, everybody's using the MPC and Logic.
Change your brain.
Yeah, I might. Maybe one of these days. I'm in the
really good though.
Yeah.
Because I go through these stages like in my production, because I went from making music and then I took a very long gap where I wasn't doing anything. And so to see all these people on MPC in the hub, I'm like, yo, that's constant assistance. If I got a question, I'll just type it in there. Like it makes me feel good.
Yeah, sometimes the school of YouTube doesn't have the answer, so
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, although AI is getting really good with finding, like, if you have a technical question or something, like with your DAW, like Claude or ChatGPT or something will help you out with that pretty easily.
Yeah, but there's these really small gray areas when it comes to MPC, because the biggest issue is the RAM. Like if you have the older devices keep bumping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll go through YouTube and I'll see something similar, but not the exact problem. A plugin might not be loading or something.
Mm-hmm.
Hit Reddit. I found a
Nothing.
lot of answers on Reddit and the hub.
Okay. All right, cool. So what are you working on now? Like what doing any briefs or what's your strategy?
I have I was thinking of doing another tension album, but then I kind of want to step away and just try another genre. I have like some old Caribbean style Afro beats type stuff. So I think I'm
Okay.
trying to go back into that one. My dilemma with that is I'm going from one of my older MPCs to this newer software, the 3.7, 3.8. And that's why I didn't get to upload what I wanted to. But importing it to my ex, it threw everything out of order as far as like I'm showing 20 tracks. And I'm like, I didn't make 20 tracks. So I have to go back and really organize everything. It's still playing how it's supposed to, but it's finding where certain tracks are to edit. That's been the headache.
I gotcha. Any particular like okay, we're doing like Afro beats, Caribbean. I know a lot of what types of shows or pitches are you thinking for that? Like once you put that album together or that playlist?
I would think maybe like a reality show or something.
I was about to say the same thing. I just
That's the first thing that comes to mind. Like a cutscene. Even I got a Samsung TV, so they show like $1 million homes. I hear a lot of different variety of music on that channel. And I'm like, yo, I can make this. That's my biggest thing.
I was gonna say Travel Channel or Vacation or the Below Deck or any of those types of shows. Yeah, it'd be good for that. Awesome. All right, cool. Let's hop into another one then. I got A Champion's Journey.
All right.
I've got something on the Disney Channel with the Backstreet Boys from back in the day.
That was like my earlier. I wasn't making any music for them, but I performed with them.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So that was 90, 98, 99, something like that.
Okay. What were you playing? You were playing keys back then?
No, I was in the boys choir of Harlem. So many people came out of there.
Oh, okay.
So that was like my first major introduction to music outside of, church and performing and stuff. So I got to meet a bunch of people.
Yeah.
So childhood was a little different than everybody else.
That's cool. Do you want to play that video or do you want to play your music?
Just you can play the music. That was just something I should have posted that like in the hub.
No, it's all good. Yeah. At that time, I can kind of relate to all of that because I was in a boy band back then, and like we were signed to Blackground Records, which is like Timbaland and Missy and all that.
I remember
That. Yeah, so that I remember those days, but I wasn't a child. I'm a little older than you, I think. All right. So do you want to do A Champion's Journey or Thieves in the Night?
You do Champion's Journey and then go Thieves in the Night.
All right, Champion's Journey. Let's go. Hold up. Let me share the screen. Champion's Journey. Where are you? There you are. All right.
The DJ horn.
I was muted. Let's go. Yeah, you don't have to steal the DJ horn. That piano line was like Rocky all day. It just reminded me of like him training, like a montage or something.
Yeah. Nah, that's dope.
Cool. What did you submit that for a brief? That one?
Yeah, I submit that for a few briefs and just submit and forget about it.
There you go. There you go.
To the notes.
All right. Cool. All right. So, all right, you're on the NPC. We know about your future plans. We know a little bit about the TV mastery course. What are you most excited about in the future when it comes to your music?
Man. I'm anticipating that feeling of like when you hear your song on whatever. I've had that feeling before with artists, you know, I'm friends with and stuff, and hearing it on the radio and the excitement, but it's like, nah, I want to see it on TV. Specifically sports. I feel like that'd be the most exciting.
Awesome. So have there been any placements yet? Like sometimes you get a placement, but you're not able to watch it, you know, because it's in some other country or something like that. Any placements yet or not quite yet?
Not that I know of. To be honest, I hadn't even checked.
Well, besides the independent film, obviously those are placements.
Besides that.
Yeah.
I've done some stuff with Clint and Michael Connor and Chelsea. I don't know if it's placed. I know a lot of stuff gets accepted.
Yeah.
But I don't know the status of it. I try not to get too hung up on it. Just forget about it. It'll pop up.
What pro are you with?
BMI.
BMI. All right. Yep. Well, check your sheets, man. I don't know when's the last time you logged in. All right. I mean, if nothing's there, nothing's there, you know, whatever. But, you know, we got to check it every once in a while. I mean, I know we say submit and forget, but you got to check at some point. Well, you'll know when your check comes in the mail or you get the direct deposit or whatever.
I hadn't gotten a check in the mail yet. So.
All right. No, I hear you. Who was it that just got their first placement in the hub? I think it was Kenneth, if I remember right. I just saw that win.
No,
Kenneth Clark. Yeah, he just got his first placement. So we're gonna celebrate big once we see yours come through. Don't forget to post.
And knowing me, I might.
Yeah.
I might mess around and forget and post like the second or third.
Yep. I remember my first one really well because it was a surprise. I got like it was like $1 and something check, right? And it was in the mail because I live in Canada now. Right? And I was like, what is this check for? Right. And then I looked at ASCAP and it said I had a placement on like a WWE, like they did a biography for I think it was Kane. Yeah, it was Kane because he took his mask off, and like when he took his mask off in this documentary thing, my song was playing in the background. So it is a really good feeling. You're gonna love it. And if you're working with people like Michael Connor and Chelsea and Clint and all that, it's just a matter of time. Michael Connor did the intro music, you know, the elevator music at the beginning of the the countdown music.
I laugh every time I hear
that. Yeah, we get a kick out. I'm never changing it. It's going to be the beginning music forever.
I thought that was so funny.
All right, cool. Well, let's hop into I want to see The Thieves in the Night. So I've got this up to like the 7-minute mark or so. So let's go ahead and play that one. So this is another independent film.
It's the same series.
Yeah.
We did a movie and now we're on the TV series.
Yep. Oh, Clint, he's like, everybody's first check reaction is the same. Like, what is this? That's what I did. And then the checks get a little bigger every time. Well, not every time, normally come in waves, right? Like there'll be one where you're like, oh man, this is really big, and then there'll be one that are like, oh okay, that's more like it, and then so all right. But anyway, TV series, let's go. Thieves in the Night. Here we go. Thieves in the Night.
Floor of the older church.
Why isn't he picking up the phone?
Oh!
Christian, where were you? I was looking for you. Someone is following me. Why weren't you answering your phone?
My phone died. I was here looking for you. Who's following you?
I don't know, some guy in dark shades?
Here. Here are the keys to my car. Go and lock yourself in it. My gun is in the glove compartment. Stay there, and I will come back for you.
Be careful, Christian.
Excuse me. Can I have a word with you, sir? Hey! I'm talking to you!
You can have as many words as you like with me, Alpha Leader. I'll inscribe them on your tombstone when I'm done here.
Omega Johnson? But I thought you were dead.
Oh no, but you will be today. I've waited years to take my revenge, and today seems like to be my lucky day. The girl you're protecting will be ours, and your life ends today.
Let me go! No!
Prepare yourself, young warrior. You have an appointment with your I changed my mind. I'm not gonna kill you yet. When you wake up, tell your employer that I'm still alive and I'm looking for him because of what he stole from me. Not Dr. Partain, Colonel Nate Turner. See, you joined the syndicate to infiltrate them. It's Nate Turner I want, not you.
Oh, hold up. There we go. I have to stop that. There we go. That I wanted to watch the rest of it.
That's everybody's first reaction every time.
What was that? Omega Johnson, man. That's a scary dude.
He's a real fighter, though.
I know.
A lot of these guys in these in the cast, like they really fight.
I could tell.
Like,
it was nice to see
trained
something
fighters.
that wasn't CGI, like real stunt work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was your beat in the middle, right? Right where the
Yeah.
pluck started, and yeah, they're chasing her down and the fight scene and all that. Yeah, that was really good.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. No worries. All right, cool. Well, I think I've asked you all the questions that I have to ask. Normally, what I do at the end of the show is I give like a spiel about the Sync Producer Hub in case there's anybody watching this on YouTube that wants to know what it's all about. While I'm letting everybody know about the Sync Producer Hub, think of your best advice. So, if, let's say there's a new producer who's like considering going into sync music and doing that type of thing, like just think of your best advice, and then I'll ask you at the end. Cool?
Okay.
All right, start thinking. All right, so for anybody out there who doesn't know what the Sync Producer Hub is, it's a community started by Anthony Clint Jr., but it's more than just a community. It's a program and like courses and everything that you need to get your music into TV and film. So if you have a lot of beats that you make, or you make music on the side or something like that, and you have all of this music just collecting dust in your hard drive or in some beat store where it's not selling, those types of things, this will actually show you how to get your music into the hands of music libraries, independent filmmakers, things like that, so it can be used and start earning you royalties. And the good thing about it is once you make the music, you've made it, and it can earn you royalties again and again and get like placements in different places. So if you're interested in that, there's a link in the description, and just go check it out, and you can go check out the hub. All right, so Bronx Child, what's your piece of advice? Oh, because he dropped the key.
I said the same thing.
Yep, they always do.
Thank you. Honestly, like, just dream big. You've been in this industry as far as like entertainment. The opportunities sometimes sound bigger than what they are. So it's like, if it starts with an idea, okay, how can I move forward to make this idea a reality? And
Love
once
it.
you start taking them steps, like, everything fall into place. Keep God first and keep it pushing.
Awesome. That's great. Dreaming big. I've struggled with this a little bit sometimes, dreaming big, because those words mean a lot. Sometimes we just limit ourselves more than anybody else, right? Your perspective, the way you view things. And I don't know if you do anything like this, but I do affirmations in the morning where I like, say things to reinforce things. And one of them that I say is, I give myself permission to dream bigger and bolder. So dream big is huge. Probably there are some people out there that their biggest limitation is the way they're thinking. They're thinking everything's in the future and everything's out of reach. So as Bronx Child said, dream big, because it can come to you.
I checked out some of your affirmations too, and it checked me, to be honest. Like, and this whole journey, like, I started out with a crew of producers, and stuff happens, people pass away, and it's like, how do I continue going without the core? So every step of the way, like, God been pushing me, man, to be honest. Like, and at times, like, I get nervous, like, trying to make a move, and it's like, man, I ain't got nothing to lose. Just go for it. What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah.
Somebody tells you no, and you just on to the next.
Amen. And there's nothing, losing somebody, that you care about, is one of the worst things to go through in life, but it is a reminder every day that life is short and life is precious. So, don't spend it living out in your comfort zone, just doing the same thing day after day. You got one life to live, so do it big.
Yes, sir.
Getting a little emotional. All right. All right. Frank, thank you for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for the opportunity, man.
Not a problem. Any parting words before I end this one? Nah. All right.
Keep grinding. Keep grinding.
All right. Keep grinding, just like Bronx